Hi, I'm Linda, and this is No Frills ASMR. I had a little day out this morning. Um, I had to run some errands around town, and I stopped in at Ikea and Costco, and I just thought I'd show you a few things that I purchased, or actually a couple of them I purchased when I happened to have to be out there last week, but I thought I'd show them to you anyway. So, first of all, today is Monday, and I think I have told you this before, but to all my frugal people out there, if you're near an IKEA on Monday, you can stop in for what they call Meatless Monday. And I noticed that they aren't really advertising it anymore, but they still have it. And if you get their IKEA family card, which there's like a kiosk when you walk in and it says join IKEA family, and you just, I don't remember, maybe put in your email address, and it gives you a card, which I have on my phone and my wallet, like my Apple wallet. But they can give you a physical card, but I don't have that. I don't think. Maybe they don't give you physical. I don't know. Anyway, but if you scan that, every day of the week you can have a hot beverage, like coffee or tea. But on certain days they have specials. And my favorite is, hold on, let me find the receipt. Okay, is this day, which is Meatless Mondays. So they have these things called plant balls. And not the veggie balls, but the plant balls. I looked it up today. They're made with pea protein, oats, onion, apple. I forget what else. Something else, I think. I don't know what crazy thing they're doing, but they taste to me, and whatever, just like the pork meatball. Maybe like a little less fatty, but they're still delicious. So we go in there, and husband and I both get a plant ball plate. So you get 8 plant balls, mashed potatoes, tons of green peas, or you can choose, you could get like, I don't know, I think they have mac and cheese or some kind of green bean or something. I don't know. And then lingonberries and gravy all over the meatballs and all over the mashies. And I love it. It's delicious. So we get 2 of those and 2 coffees. And you ring it up and it's half off. So you get the 2 coffees for free. And their coffee, by the way, is a very nice cup of coffee. Their coffee's good, and they have half and half or whole milk. And I use half and half because it's big day out. And it's delicious. And then, so you're getting 16 plant balls with mashed potatoes and gravy, basically, for the total was $8, depending on the tax we are, but $7.99. How about that? For 2 people to have lunch with drinks. I'm always like, what? But they're smart because it gets me in the store. And so I did want to purchase a few things. So I actually got this last week, but I haven't taken it out of its packaging yet because I need to put the coating of protectant, I can't think of the word for a wood protectant on here, which I thought I might do in a video. So, but this is a new cutting board. The one I had, I think I told you guys, my son, back at like Christmas time or something, he was trying to open a coconut, and he put like a giant hole in it, and that hole started to kind of crack a little. So I bought a new one, and I love this cutting board because it's one solid piece, so it doesn't like have a, how some of them have pieces together, and those never hold up. I like the big solid piece, and it's thick. I mean, I guess it has these pieces, but these seem to hold up really good. And then it also has this liquid like catch along the side. It's like indented. So if you cut like wet vegetables or tomatoes or fruit, it doesn't flop off onto your counter. It gets caught in here. Or if you have like a roast beast and you put it on here and cut it, it'll catch it up to a point. It's not super deep, but it does a good job. So I love this cutting board, and I think if I remember correctly, it's $19.99, which I think is a pretty good deal for a big old cutting board. I mean, it's nice. I'll show you the other side too. So on this side, it doesn't have the indent. So sometimes I use the side I just showed you for use, and then sometimes I'll flip it over and turn this into like a charcuterie tray, you know, when I have guests over and they don't see the other side. So it's fine. Anyway, okay. So that's one thing that I picked up. Don't fall. Hold on. Okay. And that was from Ikea. The other thing I got last week, I grabbed some of these glasses. I have so many glasses, and you guys have seen some of them. They're mix match from vintage. Well, when I did the lead test on the paint, a lot of my drinking glasses had lead in the paint, like the Fred Flintstone and the ones with flowers. And so I've decided to not use those because you do hold them with your hand a lot, and they get put in the dishwasher, and that lead can get all over. So I'm going to get rid of those or put them out for display, you know, instead of drinking. But I just wanted some that I could stack in the cupboard so they take up less space and are sort of just clear, just plain old glasses, you know. And I think these are like a basilica kind of glass. Is that what you call it? It's like thin and light, but super hard. And you can use these for hot or cold. So I could run my Nespresso in here and make a coffee drink if I want to look at the layers. So I bought like 9 of these last week, and I believe they were $1.99 a piece, I think. But then after I had them for a while, I realized, oh no, this one's got a little dinky chippy. What? These might not be good, because that could have happened. I'll sand it out, but I have tools for these kind of things. That could have happened since I've had it. I'm not thrilled with that. Anyway, once I got them home, I realized I was still using my little, I have these glasses that are almost like, they're juice glasses, I guess. But I use those a lot when I just want a little shot of like juice or milk or something. Or like taking pills, you know, you just want a little shot of water. So I saw these today, and they're kind of similar, but like tiny. And I feel like I had these when my kids were little. These were their drinking glasses, but I kind of thought maybe I need some of these. Ignore the spot, it's Sharpie. I got Sharpie. So they're smaller than the other ones. And a little thicker, honestly. It's like traditional glass. I'm questioning these now that I have a chip here. That worries me. I thought these were more sturdy than that. Oh boy. Anyway, so these were a set of 6. What are these called? They're called Rico. 6 glasses for $2.99. So basically $3 for 6. So, you know, even if I decide to switch them out for something nicer, for now they'll work. So that's what I got. I don't know about that. And then the only other thing I got at Ikea was I bought a few of these last week, and then I thought, oh, I need more. Because I love a little tiny bowl, and the ones I had before were looking pretty worn, so I wanted to grab some new ones. And I just use them, for sometimes I eat some nuts at night and I kind of don't want to eat too many nuts, so I put them in here. Or dips, because I love a dip. So, like, I'll put hummus in there to serve with veggies, or cocktail sauce with shrimps, or honey mustard with chicken fingers. What other dips? Oh, I have that Chick-fil-A sauce right now. I made grilled chicken and vegetables the other night, and I was like, oh, let's have a little Chick-fil-A sauce with it. It's sweet, that Chick-fil-A. It's almost like barbecue sauce with mayonnaise in it, I would say. But man, that stuff's good. I ate way too much. But anyway, oh, and the other thing, sometimes I put like black olives or olives in here when I do a tray, because I don't like the olive stuff getting everywhere. So I'll put things like olives and some hummus and then put them in between stuff. Anyway, so I got these, and they were these are $1.99 a piece for just a little white bowl. So there's that. Not super thrilling. That's a nice sound. Okay, so that is the IKEA stuff. Oh, the other thing I grabbed at IKEA was this. Just because sometimes I like measuring stuff. I thought I could have it here, but actually I have another one I could use. Okay, so then I went by Costco, and some of this is from last week and some is from today, but I just thought I'd show you all of it. I grabbed these. Were on sale right now. So they have 180 of these gum soft picks. These things I love. They like have a little brush on them, and then they're they're a soft rubber, but stiff enough that you can push it through, and you put it through, not up and down your teeth. Like, I don't have that kind of room, but just through like the bottom along the gum line, and it helps keep you from having gingivitis and cleans out your teeth and toughens them up. And it was on sale for $9.99 for 180 picks. I don't know how much they would be at like Target or something, but I feel like these last me a long time when I get them. And when I go to the dentist, now I know you're supposed to floss all the time, but flossing I tend to just be lazy about. But this I have sitting by my where I sit and watch TV at night, and I use them every night before I brush my teeth. So every time I go to the dentist, they're like, your gums are awesome. They look great. We hardly have to do anything. You must floss all the time. And I'm like, sure I do. Okay. But these work for me. My teeth are pretty tight together. So sometimes with floss, it's almost hard to get it in and out. I don't know. It's just a pain in the butt. I can do it, I guess. But these things I love, 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 love. And they're easy to carry on vacation. I still remember I have some in my purse. So yeah, I use these multiple times a day. I've gotten where I really like enjoy it, the feeling of it. So I recommend. Okay, so that was that, and that was on sale for $10. The other thing I buy at Costco that I got, and this comes in a huge giant pack, but I just brought this one, are their paper towels. I don't even remember how many are in a pack. It's a lot. It's a big pack. And I think they're like, I don't know, $13 for the pack or something. But a pack will last me a long time because I'm cheap with my towels. But what I like about these is that they are the create-a size. So instead of having to use a whole one, you can use a half. Well, you know me. I take that half and I rip it in half. So I use a quarter if I can get away with it. But I do like that because I feel like that makes them last so much longer. And these are, pretty nice and thick towels. So, yeah, I like them. I like them. I also buy their toilet paper and their napkins. They give you like a 4-pack of stuffed so many napkins, and you get 4 packs of them for $10, I think. Something like that. I feel like those last me a long time. When we were at my sister's house, she was at, I don't know, somewhere near her, and she bought napkins, and she said they were such a good price. They were like $1.25 for napkins. Well, I have never in all my life used a napkin that was cheaper than the napkin she had bought. You had to use like 7 of them. They were not just thin, but they were cut, so they were like small. They were the worst napkins. And she's like, they were such a good price. I'm thinking, I don't know. We ran through them so quickly because like you'd eat a piece of pizza and have to use like 10 napkins. Okay. I also I picked these up because I was thinking we could flip through them. But I was just glancing at it and there are no prices. Like, what fun is that? They have, oh wait, these ones have prices. What do they show here? Italy, France, and Greece on Norwegian. Sail 11 nights in a balcony for $2,900 per person. I never find that their prices on cruises are a deal. I know people say they are, but I've never seen a deal. But look, all these, they don't have prices. You have to scan the code. So I was like, I don't think that's all that fun. But it looks like the cruises. This is what I want to do. I want to do the Norwegian fjords. They don't put a price. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. These are Alaska. See, like these prices on the Alaska cruise. When we took ours, I don't know why they were on sale so cheap, but it was $3.99 per person in a window room, which all I need is a window. I don't need a balcony really, because there's plenty of places around these ships to look off. I mean, once you add gratuity and everything, it was more, and I know they give you Costco digital cards, but I still can never add it up so it's worth it. I don't know. Like, all these prices are way more than I'd pay per person. Even on Carnival, good grief, that should not be that much. Eastern Caribbean, how many nights? Look what it said. Oh my God. These pictures all say artist rendering. And is the artist AI? What does that mean, artist rendering? They couldn't take an actual picture? I don't know about that. That's weird. Artist rendering. Anyway, so I don't know. I don't know about going through these because they don't have prices. Why don't they have prices? Okay. All right. The reason I went to Costco actually was because I needed these dishwasher tabs. These Finnish brand ones are recommended by, my dishwasher is a Bosch dishwasher. I love it. I love it. That Bosch dishwasher is kind of one of those pay now. What is it? Hurt now. Like Like, you pay a little more for it, but it'll be worth it. And that's how I feel about it. That thing, I love it. But they recommend you use Finish. Now, probably they're owned by the same company or something. But I follow the recommendation just because I want my dishwasher to last forever. So I bought these, and I think it was kind of I feel like it was $19 for. Oh, you know what? I might have to keep the finished. Yeah, $19.99 for 100 tabs. I don't think that's a great deal. They put these on sale a lot, but I didn't want to wait because I'm almost out. So I didn't want to have to make another trip. So I just picked them up. So hopefully they last. They say 6 months. Yeah, they last me longer than that. I don't think I run my dishwasher every day. All right. And then I got these organic sun-dried dates. I know a lot of you are probably like, ew, but I think these are delicious. They're super soft, and I take a little peanut butter. They have a cut in them because they take the pit out, so they're already cut. So I just open them up and put the peanut butter in there, and it tastes like a little caramel with peanut butter. I don't know. I love it. Here's something I'd put in my little white bowl. Some peanut butter on one side and dates on the other, and then dip it. And they're great because they have 3 grams of dietary fiber per 5 servings. And they have potassium, iron, calcium. I don't know. I know they're mostly just little sugar bombs, I'm sure, but I love them. Speaking of sugar bombs, I bought this last week. And I've already opened it, so I have a rubber band on it. But this is, it says wholesome. It's sugar. Don't let their marketing fool you. It is in fact sugar. But I like the taste of this brown sugar. And I think that because it's fair trade, some sugar has some questionable origins as far as, mistreating the people who farm the sugar. So I kind of try to get a little better sugar. But I just love the taste of this. And if I use it in cooking, I'll stick it in my food processor and grind it down a little bit sometimes because this is a pretty big crystal. Although really it's fine. If you use it, it dissolves. It's fine. But I like to use it. I put a tiny bit of sugar in my coffee in the morning. I just like a little bit. And by the way, I've been using my new to me Nespresso machine, and it seems to be working fine now. I think it just needed a really good cleaning. And I'll show you. I will bring it up here and I will show you actually, because I've figured a few things out. But I love this sugar. So I've already put half of it into I have a pottery. It's like this big piece of pottery with a lid that I keep my sugar in. But there's still this much left. And I think, I don't have the receipt for this, but I think this was on sale for like $9 or something. And it's a lot. So that's pretty good. It says raw cane I never really read that word before. Turbinado sugar. Turbinado. Only one pure, simple ingredient. Well, yeah. Has nothing really particularly good for you, I don't think, but it's yummy. Fair trade impacts supporting education for students, improving hospitals and healthcare, drilling wells for clean drinking water, improving harvest through new agricultural equipment. I hope that's true. That would be nice. I hope that's true. I never know whether to trust these companies, to be honest. But, so what I do when I take a rubber band. Whoops, sorry guys. Do that to keep it fresh. Keep ants away, all that. All right. I also have, I did buy a little bit of these. Rouse. Homemade marinara. I love this stuff. I know there are people who say that's not really that good and you can make it so easy and blah, blah, blah. I'm not Italian. I don't have a noni. My mom was Southern. I don't know how to make it great spaghetti sauce. Although my grandma, who was Southern, she made a spaghetti sauce with carrots and onion and I think pepper. I can't remember if they're peppers. I mean like green peppers. Tomatoes. And it was delicious. But this sauce to me is like yummy. I can make anything with it. It'll taste good. I can just take a piece of bread and dip it. I take fresh mozzarella and just pour some over my mozzarella and eat it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's see what the ingredients are here. Ingredients: Italian whole peeled tomatoes, olive oil, onions, salt, garlic, basil, black pepper, oregano. Sounds pretty good to me. So, anyway, I think these are on sale. I feel like they were on sale, so they were 2 for $10. And these are the 28 ounce. Now, they are a little tricky with this because I think the ones in the store that are like maybe $6.99 a bottle, I feel like at Aldi, they are bigger. I'm not sure. Now I have to go look again. I forget. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, you guys. This video is too loud. Okay. So there's that. I love it. Love it. And the only other thing I think, oh no, I have a couple more things, but I'll show you this. Are these sardine fillets in 100% olive oil. I know, sounds gross. To some of you. Agree. It sounds gross to me too. Certified wild caught, sustainable, skinless and boneless sardine fillet. But what these have is a whole lot of omega-3s. More, like 4 times more than light tuna. And they're tolerable. Just kidding. I know. A lot of people really like them and can eat them straight out of the tin. I'm not one of those people. I have to doctor them. So I put like a little vinegar, a little olive oil, spice like red pepper, something spicy to kind of cover it up because it's mental. It's a psychological aversion to the fish. But it's so good for you that I do eat it and I do enjoy it. So I've talked about that before. I won't go on. All right, so I buy these a lot. These shelled pistachios because they're good for snacking. I put some in my bowl and I snack on those. And these are roasted and salted. And the ingredients are pistachios, sea salt. That's it. So, and you can see like they've got all kinds of fun stuff like thiamine and B6 and phosphorus and zinc, copper, manganese, they're pretty good for you. So I do enjoy these for a snack. But today, they had these ones. These say Premium California Raw Shelled Pistachios. Raw. So these are pistachios, no salt. Sometimes I want the salt. they both say 20, let's see, a quarter of a cup, 1 ounce. Why can't we do? But anyway, 170 calories. So I assume that's the same portion. 14 grams of fat for both. Protein 6.6. This doesn't tell you all the vitamins on here like this one does. It's hard to compare. But when I looked it up, there are claims that these raw ones hold more of the nutrition because they aren't cooked, but I don't know. And I was somewhat concerned because I can't eat like a raw walnut. It makes my throat itch really bad. So I thought, oh, I might get allergic to these, but I don't seem to. They just taste like they're different. They're different. They just taste more like green, like more, not bitter, nothing like that. They're good, but different. Like I would probably mix these up a little bit so I get a bite of one and a bite of the other, because I do enjoy the saltiness of these too. I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember when pistachios used to, at least in the US, I don't know if this was worldwide or what, they would be dyed bright red, and I mean red. I'll show you. Like, they'd be dyed like this color red in the shell, and they would be in gumball machines. So you'd put in your 25 cents and turn it, and you'd get a bunch of these bright red pistachios. And that was true until I would say the 90s or so. And then pistachios, like, I have to get this out of here. I keep knocking it. Like, changed their whole, style. And they were like, we're the green nut. Look for the green nut. But these, if you look at these shelled ones, they aren't, or these cooked ones, whatever, roasted, they're not really super green. But these are actually pretty green. Anyway, do you guys remember that? Or you'd buy a plastic sleeve. It was like long like this, and it would have bright red pistachio. I've always liked pistachios. I used to never buy these unshelled, deshelled, I don't know, because I thought I'll eat too many. But I just got sick of shelling them, so I've just gone in and just started buying these shelled ones, and I just kind of measure them out so I don't snack on them too much. Because the problem with nuts, they're super good for you, but they do have a lot. I mean, 1 ounce has 170 calories. And 1 ounce of nuts, maybe, 14 nuts? It's not a ton. So if you're a person who keeps an eye on those things. But they're full of good for you stuff and protein and stuff. All right, let me look around and make sure I didn't forget anything. Nope. I think that's everything. So, not the most exciting